breaking tennis Eala shines with. Double victory at Guangzhou Open. Let's go. Alex. The morning sky above Guangzhou was painted in gold. The air was humid, charged with anticipation as fans flooded toward the Chennai Sports Center. Flags of the Philippines fluttered, proudly beside those of China and other nations. For many, it was just another day of tennis. But for Alexandra Alex, it was destiny calling. Her name echoed to the corridors of the arena like hymn of promise. Few athletes carry the weight of a nation on their shoulders. Fewer still can smile through it. But there she stood, calm, focused, eyes bright with belief. She wasn't here just to play. She was here to make history. And by sunset, she did. Alexa captured 2 victories at the Guangzhou Open. One in singles, another in doubles, marking a defining moment in her young yet thunderous career. The spark that ignited it all. Before the lights, before the trophies, there was a grind. In the days leading up to the tournament, Ella's training sessions were grueling. She woke before dawn, hitting serves under the dim glow of early morning lamps. Sweat dripped onto the red clay, forming silent reminders of her discipline. Every match is a conversation. Her coach said, between your heart and your mind, make sure your heart speaks louder. That advice would soon define her week. Eala wasn't just competing against opponents. She was fighting self-doubt, pressure, and invisible weight of expectations. The Philippines, a nation not known for producing tennis champions, watched her rise with pride and awe. But for Alex, this wasn't about fame. It was about proving that dreams have no borders. The singles streak, her singles campaign, began like a spark that caught fire. In round 1, she faced a seasoned Chinese wild card, a player buoyed by home support and fierce baseline aggression. The first few games were tight with both, trading heavy shots. But soon Eala found her rhythm, her signature forehand, piercing through space with laser precision. She didn't just play points. She constructed them. Every drop shot, every passing slice was poetry written in motion. 6-2, 6-4. Victory. 1. Round 2 was a battle of endurance against a higher-ranked European. Down a break in the second set, Eala clenched. Her fist whispered something to herself, "Come on, Alex," and broke. Right back. Her resilience became contagious. When the final rally ended and her opponent's shot landed long, Eala raised her arms in triumph. 6-3, 7-6. Victory 2. By the quarterfinals, the tennis world began paying attention. Commentators called her a storm wrapped in sunshine. The semi-final classic. Her semi-final matchup was against an established top 40 player known for her fiery temperament and thundering serves. The first set was brutal. Eala found herself in the defensive, losing 4-2, 6. But champions aren't measured by how they start. Midway through the second set, something shifted. Ella's eyes hardened. Her movements grew sharper, more purposeful. Every rally was fought with precision and faith. She began dictating the pace, turning defense into offense, chaos into control. 7-5, 6-3, she roared, as she clinched the wind, pumping her fist toward the sky. For the first time in her professional career, she had reached the finals of both singles and doubles in the same tournament. The final duel, a match for the ages. Finals day in Guangzhou. The sun was merciless, but so was Ella's focus. Her opponent, a seasoned veteran, a multiple WTA title holder and a clear favorite. The crowd leaned toward the underdog, but that underdog was carrying the strength of millions. From the opening serve, Eala played with audacity. She chased every ball like it was the last of her career. She unleashed forehands that drew gas from the audience at 4-4 in. The first set, she broke serve with a forehand winner that whistled past her opponent's ear. Her scream, yes, rattled through the stands. She took the set 6-4. In the second, fatigue tried to creep in, but belief burned brighter. Eala's footwork danced across the court, her returns crisp and clever. At match point, with the crowd on its feet, she tossed the ball high served, wide, and watched as her opponent's return crashed into the net. She dropped her racket. She covered her face. She fell to her knees. Alexa had just won the Guangzhou Open singles title, the doubles magic. Barely a few hours later, she stepped onto the court again, this time alongside her Ukrainian partner, Nadia Kaitnik, to contest the doubles final. Most players would have been drained, but not Alex. She was glowing, with momentum, energy flowing like wildfire. The duo played in perfect harmony. Eala's explosive baseline shots set up Kaitnik's impeccable net play. Every point felt orchestrated, every reaction instinctive. They raced to a 6-2, 6-3 victory. Clean, commanding, and elegant. 2 trophies. One day, a moment immortalized in the record books. The roar heard around the world when Eala and Kaitnik lifted their trophies. The crowd erupted, but it was Alex's emotional speech afterward that broke the internet. This isn't just my win. It's for everyone who believed in me when I was just a little girl with a big dream. For my family, my coaches, and for every Filipino kid watching, this is proof that we belong on this stage. Her voice cracked, but her spirit stood tall. Within hours, the hashtag Let's Go Alex trended across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Filipinos from Manila to Mindanao celebrated with tears of joy. The Philippine Sports Commission called her a symbol of national pride. International tennis media hailed her as the new face of Southeast Asian tennis. The power of 2 victories. Winning 1 title is hard. Winning 2 on the same day is legendary. But what made Eala's achievement special wasn't just the trophies. It was the grace with which she handled it all. She didn't gloat, didn't boast. Instead, she spent time signing autographs for kids, taking photos of volunteers, and thanking the staff who made the event possible. When asked by a reporter she'd celebrate big, she laughed. The spirit of Guangzhou, the Guangzhou Open, became more than a tournament. It became a story of resilience, partnership, and destiny. It showed the world that talent from small nations could shake the foundations of global sport, that kindness and confidence could coexist, that courage can echo louder than applause. And at the center of it all stood Alex Eala, grinning, humble, radiant, the beginning of an era. As Eala boarded her flight to the next tournament, she posted a single photo on Instagram, both trophies shining beside her on the airplane tray. Her caption read, "Thank you, Guangzhou. 2 victories, 1 heart. The journey continues." Philippines dizzy. Within hours, it had over 2 million likes. Because the world wasn't just watching her play, it was watching her become. Epilogue, the future beckons. A few days later, a sports writer penned a piece that summed it up best. Alexa doesn't just win matches, she wins hearts. She's not merely a tennis player. She's a movement. The Guangzhou Open 2025 would be remembered not just for who won, but for how she won with power, grace, and unbreakable smile. And as her plane disappeared into the sunset, carrying both trophies and the hopes of nation, one thing became clear. This was not the peak. It was a dawn of a dynasty. Let's go, Alex. Philippines Fire Tennis. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share